Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some special brewing in the crypto market. We have the early stages of a bull run in the crypto market. And we're getting extreme confirmation in the crypto market. Bitcoin has just hit $39,000. The crypto space is getting spicy, with Bitcoin currently at 39,400. And trust me when I say I can already read the mainstream headlines now. 40K Bitcoin returns when all the plebes and the sheeple thought it was dead. Haha! The exit liquidity is returning, and every single one of you can smell it too. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently, as retweeted by Caitlin Long, the SEC meetings with a spot Bitcoin ETF issuers have been voluminous. SEC source says a 99% approval is underway for a Bitcoin spot ETF. And these ETFs are being rumored to all happen all at once. Dotted I's and crossed T's are across all applications. And could you imagine if for an early Christmas present, we get a juicy Bitcoin bull run and spot ETF approval? I wouldn't be surprised. I could smell the news brewing. And I can sense the crypto market is going to give us a nice little treat. Ladies and gentlemen, stay the course and pay attention, as the hardest part of the game is going against the majority and what your emotions are trying to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, back when Bitcoin was pretty low in 2021, BC Backer asked everyone, what's next, 12K or 40K? And here we are, right next to 40K. It's crazy how retail sentiment is always wrong. You do not have the news for the classes. But I teach you on this channel every day how to think like the classes. Today, Bitcoin and ETH hit the highest prices they've reached since May 2022. And the altcoin market is teasing the great escape. Needless to say, my friends, I'm bullish on this market. And every single one of you should be preparing your strategies now. And if you guys have been subscribed to my OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/thebearablebull, you'd have some powerful gems that are up over 100% so far in this bull market. And ladies and gentlemen, there's more to come. For all of you in this community, there's a powerful update video in there. And all of you need to understand that we're just only preparing for what's to come in this next cycle. DM responses to about 100 of you are being taken care of as we speak right now. And for those of you not in yet, I highly recommend it. Now, guys, a big reason why I believe this bull run is on its way is because of the increasing credibility being taken away from the SEC. John Deaton wrote a powerful tweet today stating some of us were saying this 3 years ago, that despite the fact that I own more of Bitcoin and ETH than XRP, many people ignored us, the XRP army, and said we were just disgruntled over our shitcoin security status. Our response was, as an XRP community, just because a few conflicted, unscrupulous lawyers at the SEC claim XRP is a security doesn't make it one. And today, those people now agree with us. We suffered through the last bull run. And out of the other side comes a reward for the rest of the crypto market. The point is that when you sit back and say nothing about government overreach because you don't like the project being targeted, eventually the government finds its way to the project you do like. It's being stated and speculated that the SEC intentionally lied about existential dangers from a crypto firm and made up stories in order to get a restraining order against a firm. And the court is looking to sanction the SEC if they don't produce a legitimate reason for their lies. Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence is clear against the SEC, not just in one case, cough, cough, Ripple, not just another case, cough, cough, Grayscale, not just another case, cough, cough, Coinbase, Binance, Library. Numerous cases show the SEC's incompetence, its jurisdictional overreach, its blatant conflicts of interest, and overall corruption. I pray for the day we're out of the SEC's grasp, and I do believe it's fast approaching. Crypto Cowboy stated that the SEC sought Chief Judge Robert Selby's backing through an ex parte filing, meaning without notifying defendants. And Stu Alderati, Ripple's general counsel, shows a troubling pattern emerging from the SEC. And these are just numerous examples of the SEC's conflicts of interest and corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get over the top regulation to put the SEC in its place, but also to provide clear rules of the road. The U.S. Treasury, the Department of Justice, and the CFTC will, in my opinion, be the organizations regulating crypto. And I'm hearing rumors that each of these sections of the government will be used to regulate different type of cryptos. Maybe the CFTC does commodity-style cryptos. Maybe the Treasury helps regulate stablecoins. Wink, wink. Things like this are what all of you need to be thinking about. We are high-level thinkers in this space and have the capacity to understand that this technology is necessary. You guys all know the deal. Think outside the box, but also remember everything you've learned. Here we have Anders Lundberg showing that the head of the SEC, Kristalina Georgieva, pretty much tells us how important carbon credits will be in the future. The climate change agenda is at play, especially with the current people in power, and that is their 2030 agenda. There is a global agenda around the environment, whether people like it or not, and XRP is directly involved as a solution. Remember in 2021 the Exchange.com partnership with Ripple as a sustainably run securities exchange operating in partnership with the United Nations. They developed a carbon credit solution on the carbon neutral XRPL. And you best believe these people in power view XRP as the best positioned option if a crypto were ever to be used in the global financial system. XRP has cemented itself in the forefront of the elite's eyes, and it has filled every solution to every problem they've presented and every tick of the agenda you could name. Climate change, CBDCs, UBI, Ripple, XRP have every solution.
We are a huge proponent of carbon price. We believe that carbon price has the potential of raising revenues in a way that is both equitable, because the more you consume, the more you pollute, the more you pay. And it is also an incentive to accelerate decarbonization. In other words, you would need less money because of consumption and production adapting to it.
Isn't that amazing that out of the other side of conferences like this is a global agenda for climate change? A world climate conference is occurring in Dubai as we speak, and it is expected to set a new world record, a record for most private jets in one place ever. And this conference will single-handedly cause more CO2 emissions than millions of cars in a year. But they want to control your lawnmowers. They want to control your cars. They want to control your stoves. Hell, they even want to ban New York cheese oven pizza. Are you crazy? If they try to ban pizza in New York, there will be a revolution tomorrow, and I'll go back and lead. But in all seriousness, my friends, things like this get me heated. The only thing that distinguishes us from 99% of people is that our eyes are wide open to the agenda at play, and we're simply positioning our poker pieces, our chess pieces, our nest eggs, and the right answers. These are the last moments and last opportunities to make individualized wealth, a high level of wealth, before we get into the new world where upward mobility will be impossible. And I can't stress that enough. All I'm trying to do is warn you, and there will be a day where people watching videos like this who didn't act will look back and say, hey, that anonymous dude on the internet, that El Toro Loco, he tried to warn me, and I didn't listen. Don't be like that guy. Be like Billy. Billy's a dude I met that got rich off Dogecoin in the last bull run. And Billy doesn't give a fuck about anyone's opinions anymore. We're all trying to be like Billy. And I think XRP is going to move just like Dogecoin did in the last cycle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to cap off this video for today, I'm going to leave you with a powerful video that I think completely exposes the agenda that they'll have for us after everything is implemented. Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm doing is getting you prepared for the agenda they want to roll out, so that we know what they're trying to do, and we'll have our eyes wide open. This is going to be one of the more important videos I've played in a long time, and I hope you all enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
The idea had been by central banks to introduce this, as we said, central bank digital currency. But have you ever seen an article or a video or, whatever description of what it actually looks like? I mean, with central bank paper money, we know what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Bank digital currency, we know, and, we've used it ourselves. We know what it looks like. But what does central bank digital currency look like? You see? So they never talk about that because people won't actually like the looks of it.
Yeah.
Because it apparently looks, and several central banks apparently, as I heard from my sources, have already fully developed the final stage of CBDC. I mean, it comes in stages, initially likely through your mobile phone, but that's only an intermediate step. And the final stage is, it's small, and it's the size of a grain of rice. Now, why is that?
And that grain of rice is your entire wallet, or?
Yes, it's your digital ID, your wallet, can be your passport, your key. Now, of course, what we found with our debit cards or credit cards is they've already now moved to the system, RFID chips, RFID technology where you just wave the thing, contactless.
Yes.
That is sort of the conditioning us in this direction. That in the future you'll just wave your hand because you've got the microchip implant under your skin, and because and each step there's a rational reason. You know, it's easier just to waive this, isn't it? It's much faster because we always have to wait in the queues as everyone types in their numbers and all that. So just waive it, it's quicker. But the next rationalization would be, well, but you can lose your card, somebody can steal your card, and then you're just waiving. That's kind of risky. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you couldn't lose it and nobody could steal it? You know, so, but it's clear that that's sort of, it is almost a step too far for a lot of people, because it is a violation of human dignity to actually inject something like that under the skin. So that's where you need some more persuasion.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that this concept of universal basic income has been around for around a century, where everyone should get some kind of citizens, you know, payment. But the billionaire elites have so far not liked that. But since 2015, they've all come out. I mean, all the big billionaires and World Economic Forum have come out, oh, this is a good idea, universal basic income. Well, why suddenly now? Because now we have the technology for the microchip implant. And so in 2017, Bill Gates came out and said that universal basic income is a good idea, but it's too early to introduce it. Now, what was still missing? So we had the technology for the microchip implant, but what was missing was the digital ID hadn't been introduced. Now, this is where this whole COVID agenda had become very useful.